to start our public hearing for May 22nd, 2018. Roll call, please.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Here.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Here.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Here.
Councilman Lamar Marshall. Councilman Mike Williams.
Here. Public hearing number 1.
Number 1, an ordinance to approve renaming of street request by Hospital Service District Number 1 from Emergency Services Drive to J. Smith MD Drive in its entirety, beginning at North Oaks Drive. Recommend approval by Planning Commission. Tracy Lacy.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is an existing road that, if you're familiar with North Oaks, brings you from North Oaks Drive to the emergency room. Mr. Michael Watkins is here somewhere. There he is. And the parish planning, parish council has already approved to rename the street. It's a private street that North Oaks maintains. If you have any questions, Mr. Michael's here to answer.
Number 2.
Number 2, an ordinance to approve a rezoning request by Carte Properties LLC to rezone 100 by 150 of the northwest 1/4 of Block 111 Mooney addition from RM2 to MXN located at 909 West Morris Avenue. Recommend approval by Planning Commission. Tracy Lacy.
This is a piece of property that fronts on West Morris. The current block has been zoned MXN except for one piece of property in this one. So this was the only two, this one and another one is still RM2. It's in compliance with our master plan, and our board recommend to rezone it to MXN.
Any questions from the audience?
Please, Bostic, 112 Elm Drive. I was just wondering, what are their plans there? Isn't that property all pretty much filled? Isn't that on the corner of Mooney and Morris?
It's on the corner of Laurel and Morris.
Oh.
There's an existing house there that's been listed for sale. So
Okay.
MXN will allow for single-family houses or
Like the old B1 business office
Oh,
use.
okay. Well, I've seen the sign. It's down across from Florida Parish's Bank, and I was wondering.
No, it's closer to, is it the LeBlanc Dental?
Yeah.
It's directly across the street from there.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions from the council? Not, we'll go into our regular section. Roll call, please.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Here.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Here.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Here. Councilman Lamar Marshall. Councilman Mike Williams.
Here. Pastor Bill, you mind leading us in prayer, please?
Every head's bowed, every eye's closed. Dear gracious Master, oh God, we come today just to say thank you. And God, we come today to give you all the glory, give you all the praise and the honor. And most of all, Lord, we thank you for all that you have done. And God, we thank you for what you're going to do. And most of all, Lord, you said in all thy ways acknowledge you, Lord, and you shall direct our path. And God, we ask you, Lord, to continue to bless this city, continue to make us one. Oh God, we know that without you, Lord, we can do nothing. And this day we give you all the glory, the praise, and the honor. In Jesus' name we pray. And all God's people said, amen.
Here, you mind leading us? Any council report?
Mr. President, I don't have a report, but I did get a call last week from a constituent. I want to mention to the administration that it was brought to my attention that we locked the baseball fields and the batting cages, obviously, so nobody will vandalize it. But there was a sign that said that there was a process to maybe reserve those or to get access. And he wanted to go on a Saturday morning with his son, and the gym wasn't open. So we kind of talked about it and mentioned that maybe we could possibly, if the park ranger works on Saturday, maybe we could put a sign that we could call the park ranger if somebody wants to use it, that they could reach out to them. It's just a thought. I told them I'd mention it to you guys, and that's all I have.
Absolutely. In fact, we put another batting cage on the inside of the park, on the Zamuri side by the pond, and it's not behind the fence. So they should be able to use that one at all times.
Okay.
But even so, we can unlock it. There's always a.
Yeah, if there's
range.
maybe a way we could just alert the park ranger,
Yes, sir.
that'd be helpful.
Okay, Mayor.
We had a busy weekend. We had the 50th anniversary of Special Olympics. The torchbearers, our police officers and TPSO and Southeastern and others grabbed the torch in Albany and ran it into the stadium out at Southeastern. Special Olympics apparently started out in 1968 and had 11 athletes. And now in 2018, there are 15,000 athletes that are sponsored and worked with in the state of Louisiana. So that was a great event. Also, Gray's Quarters had a block party on Saturday. Friday, they had a tour of Gray's Quarters and all of the history of Gray's Quarters. If you want to look at that, you can go on Channel 17 and look up Nurturing Our Roots. Antoinette Harrell and Melanie Ricketts, who used to work with us, has a good commentary on that. So it's been a busy weekend for the city of Hammond. Also, don't forget, summer's here. Children are getting out of school. Be careful when you're driving through the city, especially the neighborhoods. Drive slowly. Children will be children. They'll dart out. And so please be aware of the children in the neighborhoods. And don't forget that we have a budget work session June 1st, 9 a.m. Coming up for the city of Hammond. So thank you, sir.
Are there any business here that'd like to be recognized? If not, approve of minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Okay, resolution, none. Old business, none. New business, number one.
Number one, a resolution to authorize the Greater Hammond Chamber of Commerce to serve alcohol from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. on Saturday, August 11, 2018, at the Chillin' with the Chamber fundraising event held at Southeastern Strawberry Stadium Parking Garage, located at 910 North Hazel Street, Hammond, Louisiana. Ms. Melissa Border.
Good evening. Yes, we're seeking
Excuse me. State your name and address.
My name is Melissa Bordelon, 17242 Paddock Circle, Hammond, Louisiana. Seeking authorization to serve alcohol for Chillin' with the Chamber this year, 6 to 9, August 11th.
Any questions? Pleasure of the council.
Make a motion. Second.
Thank you.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number two, a resolution to authorize the Greater Hammond Chamber of Commerce to obtain a waiver of the open container law on Saturday, August 11, 2018, at the Chillin' with the Chamber fundraising event held at Southeastern Strawberry Stadium Parking Garage, located at 910 North Hazel Street.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
I'd like to add also that we're glad to continue having this event on a separate night than Hot August Night so that we continue to support each other, Downtown Development District and the Greater Hammond Chamber. And I know Chelsea will agree with me, I saw her walk in, that we expect to see everyone at both events. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number three, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 210 Grant Street, 96% damage, located in Council District 1. The owner is Kendall C. Tillis and Prentice J. Tillis, 512 and a half Hoover Street, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401. Bobby Mitchell.
Good evening.
I apologize, that's,
512 Half Hoover Street.
Kenneth Tillis and Prentice Tillis.
I'm sorry, there's a typo. Also, that it actually should be 210. 210 Grant is a physical
The
address.
property location and the other address.
Yes, 210 Grant Street.
210 Grant.
Yeah, that's right.
A request of that be removed. The owner has demolished that structure.
Make a
Motion
motion
to remove.
Second.
Okay.
Okay. It's early.
Councilman Jason Hood. Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 4, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 602 Campo Street, 91% damage, located in Council District 1. The owner is Alexander Family LLC, 14107 Sabre Ridge Drive, Houston, Texas, 77014.
Recommending demolition for that mobile home. There is a representative realtor group that came in on today and acquired a demolition permit, so that should be torn down prior to the 30-day grace period. So we recommend demolition for that one.
Motion to approve demolition.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 5, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 1300 Harvey Street, 91% damage, located in Council District 1. The owner is Lonnie Ray Taylor, 1301 Harvey Street, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401.
Recommendation is for demolition of this location. They've spoken with the mother as well as the son of this property, Lonnie Ray Jr., Taylor Jr., and they actually want to have 45 days to make some reasonable repair activity on the structure, and if they don't accomplish that, we want to move forward with actual demolition.
So move for the 45 minutes.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 6, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 800 Illinois Avenue, 87% damage, located in Council District 2. The owner is Daniel McCarthy, 2011 Ponderosa Place, Mandeville, Louisiana, 70448.
Recommendation for 800 East Illinois. Spoke with that owner as well. They're in favor of demolition. Probably will be handling that demolition themselves within that 30-day period. Recommendation for demolition, 800 East Illinois.
Second.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 7, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 802 East Coleman Avenue, 96% damage, located in Council District 2. The owner is Idella L. Reed, Etel, 2147 Christian Street, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70808.
Badly burned structure. Haven't had any phone conversation, but we did send notification. The owner has been notified. We want to recommend demolition for this as well.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 8, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 804 South Holly Street, 90% damage, located in Council District 2. The owner is FTK Holdings LLC and KC Hammond Properties LLC, 6911 Cobra Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70124.
804 South Holly had an expired renovation permit from a few years ago. They failed to complete that, and it's terribly in disrepair. So we recommend demolition for this as well.
Motion approved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 9, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 115 Showers Lane, 90% damage, located in Council District 3. The owner is Irma Williams, care of Latanza B. Reed, 4729 Taken Street, apartment number 23, Los Angeles, California, 90008.
Received a letter from this owner. They are in favor of demolition. They were apologetic they couldn't make it to the meeting. As you can see, they live quite a distance away, but they were in favor of demolition. Going to just let the city handle it. We recommend demolition.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt. Motion approved. Number 10, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 705 South Cypress Street, 94% damage, located in Council District 3. The owner is Gallo 40 Investments LLC, 11280 Copper Hill Drive, Hammond, Louisiana, 70403.
705, recommend demolition for this terrible disrepair.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt. Motion approved. Number 11, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 1112 South Oak Street, 76% damage, located in Council District 3. The owner is James A. Mercer, care of Amber Pyron, 112 South Oak Street, Hammond, Louisiana, 70403.
1112 South Oak Street, 76%. We also recommend demolition.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt. Motion approved. Number 12, a resolution authorizing the demolition of a property located at 1215 West Coleman Avenue, 97% damage, located in Council District 3. The owner is Janie L. Fletcher, ETL 1512 Ellis Drive, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401.
I think we may have a representative here for 1215 West Coleman Street. They acquired a renovation permit and has already started substantial repairs on the structure. I have photographs to show that as well. We want to recommend demolition with the option to repair, and if at that time of 45 days this did not continue with repair, we'd like to move forward with demolition. But I'm pretty sure that from the start they've made, they should do pretty good with repairing this one. I have photographs as well.
Mr. President, Mr. Bobby, you recommend 45 days on that as well?
As a start,
Okay.
and should they proceed, then we'll extend that.
Okay.
Also, I'm handing out the previous list of demolitions
Thank you, sir.
from last year.
My name is,
This is representative of the ownership, new ownership.
it's Connor Johnson. I live at 13487 Wynwood Avenue, Denham Springs, Louisiana, 70726. Basically, my mom's dealt with low-income areas of Baton Rouge my whole life. Me and my brother in the back of the room, Chris Johnson, we picked it up, and we just decided we wanted to venture in different areas. My mom's helped with the Melrose East Community Association in Baton Rouge, basically made it what it is, and we just kind of want to start helping the Hammond area. We found this house, and here's actually a few more pictures in this binder that we made after I went and visited Mr. Bobby, if y'all want to flip through here. And this is really just one Saturday worth of work. You know, this isn't even a full work day. Kind of went over there just after we picked up the house before we even closed on it. You know, we got all the paperwork stating that we could go work on it and everything just so we could have something to present to y'all today, because we actually didn't even close on this house until late last week. So if y'all have a few more here, if y'all want to flip through these also.
That's fine. I think we're okay with the front elevation of what's been accomplished already, showing great
Oh,
progress.
no problem.
Thank you very much for the work that you do, and we appreciate you coming to Hammond and helping us out.
Oh, thank
We look
y'all.
forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, no problem. Thank y'all. Motion to approve 45 days.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams. Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thanks, Bob.
Just in addition to that, the September of 2017, those 7 locations that were submitted to council, actually 5 of them have been demolished, and there's a 6th one that's probably 75% completed. The last one on the list on Dennis Drive has been purchased as well by a new owner, and they're in the process of renovating that one. So we appreciate the ownership of Hammond for being active and doing renovations as well as demolition.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Brian.
Number 13, a resolution to approve Elite located at 1406 Corbin Road, Hammond, Louisiana, 70403, to sell high-low alcohol on premise. The owner is CR Entertainment LLC. Jenny Wilson.
Good afternoon. This is a change of ownership at an existing bar. They have, I think, a year to transfer over without losing their non-conforming use. And they have filled out all the paperwork and met all the qualifications that we've asked them to do. So we're recommending to give them their license tonight. I should have a representative here. You can come on up now. And if you have any questions.
Good afternoon. Clifton Reshore, address 1344 Estate Circle, Hammond, Louisiana, 70404. I recently acquired the old Diamonds and changed the name to Elite, done some improvements to the building to get a better atmosphere into the facility and provide a cleaner atmosphere for more mature adults to come in. And my plans are to having community involvement. I also do nonprofit back to school drives and stuff. Just have more community involvement to give people a place to go to have clean adult entertainment in Hammond.
Mr. President, you familiar with underage drinking and the laws pertaining to that?
Yes, sir. I'm employed through Walmart, so we do a lot of guidelines and stuff dealing with the alcohol. I also took in courses on that kind of requirements and the laws of making sure that is done. And I will have security and also checking IDs and make sure that no one it gets into the facility. It's 21 and up to get in, and we're going to make sure we enforce that.
All right, we'd like to have new licensees come before the council, kind of put them on record to make sure they understand those laws and understand they will be checked.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be working 9 hours, man.
Got to take care of my kids.
What are your hours of operation?
On Fridays and Saturdays, we work open from 8 to 2, and on Wednesday night, I do a 7 to 1.
You will have security.
Yes, security every night I'm open.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 14,
Thank you.
a resolution to approve Nada Food Mart located at 310 East University Avenue, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401, to sell high-low package alcohol. The owner is Nada May Inc. Jenny Wilson.
This is a little junior food mart that has changed ownership. It was previously the Wynn Food Mart that is at the corner of University and North Cherry Extension. They have also filled out all their paperwork and we've done everything we've asked them to do. They are in compliance, and we ask that they be given their license tonight. Do we have a representative to come up?
Good evening. My name is Mohammed Al-Hashmali. I live in Baton Rouge, 7535 Broad Drive, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70817. I bought a business, clean it up, change the owner, try to do better business, And I've been working the same business for the last 20 years. I know, nobody can buy cigarette under 18 or alcohol under 21. That's all. Thank you.
that the former Wynn?
Yes.
Good.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt. Motion approved.
Thank you.
Lot left.
Number 15, a resolution to approve the issuance of not exceeding $300,000 of limited tax certificates of the Hammond Downtown Development District. Ally Thompson.
Brennan Black with Foley and Udell. My address is 1607 Joliet Street, New Orleans, 70118. The Downtown Development District is wishing to go forward with the borrowing of $300,000 for the construction of the Market Pavilion. This resolution is just giving your approval to that financing.
Question?
And Chelsea's here if you have any questions for the project.
Chelsea Tallow, 2 West Thomas Street, Hammond, Louisiana, 70401. This is for the Market Pavilion. I'm not sure if we've presented it to you guys before, but if you do have any questions, Tom has the plans, and we decided to go with these guys because it fits our budget properly, and we know their reputation, and all we needed was a bond counsel for this project.
Chelsea, when is construction, I mean, going off of bids next
Tom?
timeframe?
Good evening, Tom Pistorius, 109 West Thomas Street. We're about at 80% with construction drawings right now, and with this approval, this will give us kind of that last push to be probably the end of June to be able to go out to bid. Yeah, first of July, we could advertise. So we're there.
What was the final location for that pavilion?
Behind our office.
So where you was moving the statues?
Yes.
Right, correct.
Seems like the farmer's market is growing on the, by
It
leaps
is.
and bounds.
It is, and this will give them a little more coverage from the elements that we've had a lot in the past, really the past 3 years. We'll be able to use it for community events, not just Hot August Night and Farmers Market. We'll be able to rent it out like we do the parks. I think it's going to be a great thing. It's going to allow them to expand at least by at least 20 vendors, and then we can still use the alleyway. So.
Do you plan on renting that out? as
Yeah, we
well?
can.
Does the plan still involve like a change to the, I think some of that parking issue or like improving that overall corner, I think is what we were looking at with the edge of Coretta, maybe even? Is that all still wrapped into the project, or is this just on the farmer's market pavilion?
No, it's all inclusive, but we're doing 3 alternates in the front that will include just the parking area along there. The parallel parking, I think we pick up, we lose 3 parking spaces, so we'll have 13 along the parallel. And then that area in front of La Coretta, we're actually expanding part of the curb and new
improving all
ramps
that
and
safety right there.
improving
I think
all
that's
of
the
that through there. So it's actually going to extend the front sidewalk of La Coretta is by about 10 feet. Yeah, so this area in here, if you can see, this is La Coretta. This is the post office, but this area in here is going to be improved with trees. We've got a plan that's a lot more updated than this. But all of this along here now is going to match kind of what's existing with parallel parking all up and down Oak Street. So there's not going to be, diagonal parking anymore. But the alternates are, for instance, in front of La Coretta, the owner of this, he has accepted to pay for his portion, so we'll get a price for that section. A price for the middle here was going to be going in partnership with the city we talked about, and then the last piece would be the DDD. And that's just for the improvements of the parking, like the infrastructure. The actual structure of the building itself is all funded through the DDD.
I think the main thing we saw when you originally came with the concept, I don't know, some of this has shifted since way back, but was that improves that safety of that whole corridor. Because right now, people are pulling out, and it's much more challenging to pull out. And that improves the safety.
And really, the last piece is we've been forward with the Hammond Historic Commission and got approval on design and location and everything, but the only thing really I have to talk about was we kicked around a couple different locations for the Stewart Monument itself, which is located right in this vicinity. And we talked about relocating it back to this front, which is originally it was located at this corner many, many years ago. So there's talk about, locating it here or maybe under one of the oak trees. We just met last week with is it Fire Tree Service?
Mm-hmm.
About talking about the oak trees and what we can do to the building to help. And he's got a lot of ideas that he's presenting a letter to us and how to protect the oaks and enhance some of the fertilization and so forth. We talked about it, even a third location for the monument that could potentially maybe shift right up closer to the railroad and create kind of another little, kind of a monument area there that the sidewalk where you already have a railroad crossing could intercept the monument, So that's one last piece that we're going to bring up to the commission and with some building materials and things. But other than that, we're ready to go.
Maybe after 10 years, we might break ground this year.
Question, Ms. Paul. Is the monument the fountain?
The monument is the marble granite obelisk.
Oh, yes,
Stands up
okay.
there. Yeah, 15
What's
feet.
happening to the old fountain there?
The old fountain, it's actually it's a fiberglass fountain. It's not even a true cast iron fountain. But we've talked about relocating that up closer to their office and just we're going to enhance all the landscaping along there. The whole place is going to get just a complete facelift.
That'll be preserved.
It'll be preserved, and I think there's a little plaque that's there too. So
Most of us weren't even aware of the fountain until some of this has come up. It's not sacred or anything. I just was kind of trying to get in my head the location of this building.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
thank you.
Number 16, a resolution one accepting $675,000 in 2018 Louisiana Community Development Block Grant funds to repair and/or upgrade aged, leaking, and/or failing sanitary sewer collection lines and manholes within Census Block Group 3 of Census Tract 9543, an area roughly bound by West Thomas Street, US 190 to north, Mooney Avenue to the east, Palmetto Road to the south, and South Morrison Boulevard, US 51 to west. 2, authorizing a cash match of $90,000 from the grant match fund to cover the cost of engineering. And 3, authorizing the mayor, director of administration, and finance director to sign grant documents. Charles Brocher.
Good evening. We've actually presented the application to you guys in the past, which was approved. This is actually to accept the contract. I don't think there are any major surprises here. There is an attachment that's linked to on the council agenda that kind of shows the project area. I think there was a question about that. I apologize, the font's really small, but it is roughly bound by Thomas to the north, Palmetto to the south, Morrison to the west, and Mooney to the east. Some of those areas along Thomas and Morrison do include some commercial properties which are not eligible for improvements. All the improvements will be in the residential areas within this census tract. The reason this one has the mayor, direct administration, and finance director listed as signatories, you'll see in the next resolution, that's a requirement of the grant, that we have those 3 individuals specifically named for signing grant documents. Any questions?
Question?
Second.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Councilman Mike Williams. Councilman Jason Hood. Councilman Johnny Blunt. Motion approved. Number 17, a resolution authorizing Tanya Banks, Hammond City Council Clerk, to certify signatories and signatures for the City of Hammond 2018 Louisiana Development Block Grant.
So moved. Second.
Councilman Mike Williams. Councilman Jason Hood. Councilman Johnny Blunt. Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard. Motion approved. Number 18, a resolution one supporting the submission of an $80,500 Lake Pontchartrain Basin Restoration Program grant application to install emergency generators at lift stations 9, 22, 25, and 36, and 2, supporting a $20,125 cash match. Charles Brocher.
This is a continuation of projects that we've done in the past. Last year, there was not a funding year. This year, there's actually a combined FY17 and an FY18 funding. We're going to try to get them all funded FY17, so we only have to do one application, manage one grant. If we can't get them all funded under that grant, I'll probably be coming back to you to request approval for a submission under the FY18. Well, we'll know before we have to submit the FY18 application whether or not all of these have been funded. Right now, there's discussion about the cash match coming from a possibility of water and sewer or the grant match fund or some combination. When we get funded, we'll be able to tell you specifically to the dollar what the amount will be and from what fund it's going to come. These are the 4 lift stations that water and sewer is designated as the next 4 priorities to get upgrades. These are automatic generators for emergency power.
Charles, if these 4 are completed, you know how many will be completed?
I'm going to say, since I've been here, probably close to half, maybe a little bit more. I know the last one, the time before last, actually, we did the 2 big ones. Lift Station 8 was one of those, and I can't remember the other number right now. 5, maybe? Those were the 2 really big ones. Those were almost $100,000 each. The rest are these roughly this size. These are about $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 generators.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 19, a resolution supporting the submission of a $51,000 traffic safety grant application for impaired driving, occupant protection, and juvenile underage drinking enforcement. Charles Brocher.
This is also one that we apply for every year. It allows our HPD officers to work overtime. You'll see them out doing DUI, occupant protection, safety belts, car seat checks. There's also a juvenile underage drinking enforcement, which we've kind of talked about briefly with some of the new owners, where they actually go into the bars undercover. They'll actually have undercover minors go in and make sure that they're obeying the law with respect to serving minors.
Motion to approve.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 20, a resolution supporting the submission of a $20,000 Keep America Beautiful Lowe's Community Partners Grant for improvements to Kate Square Park.
You'll remember the last time I was here, we talked about the AARP grant, which kind of just fell in place. We were anticipating reapplying for this one, and it just sort of came out around the same time. So if we get them both, we'll have about $40,000 for improvements to Kate Square, namely a new playground. If we get one, it'll be $20,000 hopefully.
So moved.
Second.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 21, a resolution supporting, number 1, supporting the submission of a $17,000 bulletproof vest partnership grant application to purchase a new and replacement body armor vest for Hammond police officers and to support an $8,500 cash match from the Hammond Police Department.
This is also one that we apply for every year. It allows our police department to replace vests. All of our bulletproof vests are on a 5-year replacement cycle. We're going to be replacing about 30 vests between now and 2020. They ask us to kind of forecast out 2 years. We have enough money on hand right now to replace about half that number. This would allow us to replace the other half and allows for any new hires that we might have in the next couple of years.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
Number 22, a resolution to approve the mayor to enter into contract with Rights TLC for janitorial services for all City of Hammond's buildings in the amount of $157,320. Jana Thurman.
Our current contract for our janitorial services is coming to an end, so we put out a new RFP. We received 8 proposals. Wrights TLC was the lowest proposal coming in, so we're asking council's approval to proceed with the contract.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 23, a resolution to ratify and award bids received on May 18, 2018 for downtown parking improvements FY 2018, project number 420-11711, Webb Anderson.
Good evening. Y'all should have the bid summary from this project. As you can see, we had a good bit of bidders. There were 9 total, and McGee Excavation Development was low at $199,362. They've done a couple projects recently for us, so recommend award to them. I think y'all are familiar. This is the parking on Morris, 100 block of West Morris, parallel parking, and then the Michael J. Kenny Center addition.
Motion to approve. Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 24, a resolution to accept final acceptance of sewer system improvements FY 2017, project number 616-11702, Webb Anderson.
This project has been completed. It's in service, so we recommend acceptance.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. The last, number 25, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter an owner-engineer agreement with M&E Consulting for electrical upgrades and emergency generator Chevy Well funded by project number 616-11803, Webb Anderson.
This is a project that's on your capital improvements list, and we're Scotty Bowen with M&E Consulting usually does all the electrical engineering for the projects that we do within the city. This is all electrical, so we're going to recommend that the mayor enter an agreement with M&E directly.
So within the budgeted amount?
Yes, and if it goes over, of course, we come back. We've still got, we want him to put the plans together. We've already met with him, come up with a site plan and everything with Guy Palermo and Janice. We've all met together.
Since they're doing the work, we're saving a little money by Spangler stepping back. So thank you for that.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion approved. Final adoption of an ordinance. Number 1, final adoption of an ordinance to approve renaming of street request by Hospital Service District Number 1 from Emergency Service Drive to J. Smith MD Drive in its entirety, beginning at North Oaks Drive. Recommend approval by Planning Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 2, final adoption of an ordinance to approve a rezoning request by Carte Properties LLC to rezone 100 by 150 of the Northwest 1/4 of Block 111 Mooney addition from RM2 to MXN, located at 909 West Morris Avenue. Recommend approval by Planning Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Jason Hood.
Aye.
Councilwoman Janice Carter Beard.
Aye.
Councilman Mike Williams.
Aye.
Councilman Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Introduction of ordinance set for public hearing none.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.